Welcome back, family. Welcome back, family. Collective Soul Tribe. Okay, thank you so much for tapping in. Please associate yourself however you like. I am truly grateful for each and every one of your likes, shares, and subscribes. Okay, thank you for everything you do for our space. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for your positive energy. Thank you for the contributions. There's an emperor out here speaking his truth, but we gonna see what spirit has for us. Okay. What are the messages? What are the messages that Spirit is going to want to provide you with pertaining to? Could be your family, could be your friends, could be your foes. Take it how you know, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Let's go on and tap in, family, okay? Huh. I channeled something when I was in the bathroom. If it's meant to come out, it will come. And it wasn't like something, it was just four words or something like that. I can't recall what it was though. But nevertheless, let's tap in. I call upon the divine, my ancestors, angels, and spiritual guides to stand with me and within me as I deliver these messages. Only what serves truth, healing, and understanding for the highest good is welcomed here. And so it is. Ashe. And I'm sorry if I was talking loud. My heater is just in my ear, like real loud. Okay. So let's see what it is the divine needs and wants you to know. Bottom of the deck, judgment with the two of wands. And moving on, and this is the truth. So somebody could be out here. You passed judgment down on a circumstance, situation, something you were going through. Okay. You may have also, gone through a celebration of a rebirth. But I feel like this is judgment on something that had been happening. Then you had the two wands out here. There was a decision that you needed to make, okay? Or you were trying to, come to terms to making that decision, or you started something in motion. You put something in motion. You started planning here. And this was to move away to calmer waters. And Spirit is saying that is the truth. So you put something into motion, getting ready to move away to calmer waters. With that Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity here. This is something that you were very clear about wanting to do. Okay. Yeah, because you feel like it could also, propel you into your legacy, dynasty, okay, your abundance, your wealth faster. Something about that, it could be the environment. It could be the area, because areas bring in different energy. Okay. You may even be surrounded around more nature, I'm hearing. Yeah, after a time of betrayal. So many of you, yeah, you called down judgment on betrayal. This had a lot to do with, painful endings, possibly with friends, family, associates, acquaintances, environments. Something here was a deep wound. Yeah, and whatever they were trying to come back and offer is Four of Cups energy. It's like somebody here is just offering you the bare minimum. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, when there's all these choices out here. They got you twisted trying to offer you the bare minimum with all these choices that are out here, huh, family? That's what it is. That's what this energy is. Yeah, there's too many opportunities, too many choices. Basically. It's funny. Yeah. And with all these choices and all this conflict that's going on, okay, you could have tensions arising because, you know what I'm saying, some people, with these choices and what they were offering you and just trying to give you the bare minimum or something like that, somebody may, have found that to be a conflict, like, what's really going on here type energy. Okay, take it how it resonates. All right, and let me remind you before I go any further, if you've yet to do so, go on and hit your subscribe and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any divinely guided messages, as well as only take what resonates with your life, okay, and let the rest ride. All right, family, seriously. But yeah, there could have been a conflict here pertaining to, what it was you could have been being offered. Yeah, that was the Two of Pentacles. So, you started looking at things, weighing out your options. Hmm. I feel like, especially after you saw what you were being offered, after being betrayed, yeah, you was like, you're gonna put an ending to something so that you could start a fresh new start, a new beginning. So many of you, this is giving me the energy you like moving on, moving away, possibly even moving back home for some of y'all. Some of, or not home like with your parents, but like many, this is the energy. Maybe you're not from this state or from, where you're at. Maybe you moved there. Hmm. Yeah. After a lot of worrying, you've made this decision to move on to bigger and better things, where your lineage is, where your your foundations at, because something about that holding your 10 of pentacles, you could have been going through a lot of stress and anxiety and worrying about this, could have been fearful, feeling like people are going to judge you. You couldn't you know how people do judge you, oh, they didn't make it there, but that's not the energy I'm picking up. It's like after a lot of trauma. Yeah, you moving on past a lot of things. Okay. Yep. A lot of illusions were there. This could have kept full of anxiety. This is also giving me the energy of like, people trying to keep you in a low vibrational energy with this illusions. Hmm. And you decided to move past that. Yeah. And I feel like this was an action here too. With that 2 of Wands and that planning energy, you decided to make this journey, take this journey. You're gonna be taking this journey in the near future for some of y'all, and it's after you witnessing your truths and realizing that your foundation may not have been where you were at. You could be moving out of state. You could be moving within a state to a different energy, a higher frequency, a neighborhood where you picked up on positivity, possibly for some of y'all. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Now you're waiting. You're making preparation for this. You're preparing. This is where some love comes in. A partnership that's offering you some help due to your strength. Queen of Wands. So we got the 6 of Pentacles. We got the strength. We got the Queen of Wands with the 9 of Wands, 7 of Swords. So yeah, after a long period of time of people energy harvesting, trying to keep you in a bad, lower vibrational place, somebody finally saw your strength. King of Swords, possibly. Yeah, this is a victory for you. Causes towers for other. I feel like, you're just waiting. Somebody's just waiting here to make this move, but it's gonna cause towers for others. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, but your spiritual team is agreeing upon this, and they're celebrating this choice that you have decided to make. There may be new collaborations and friendships, and uh, within a new community that's happier than the community you're in. And your spiritual team is grateful that you called judgment down on this. hmm You could have been dealing with this King of Cups in the reverse type energy. Somebody who's just, this energy right here, hater. That's all I could tell you. Okay, I'm just going to sum it up by calling that King of Cups in the reverse a hater. It could be a masculine or feminine energy. Flip the roles as you see fit. Just the cold energy to me that was working, possibly with a King of Pentacles in the upright or Virgo. So yeah, Virgo, Leo energy, yeah, 2 immature energies working hard, okay, to, you know, try to put some sort of confusion up, all right, making it difficult for you to make some sort of decision. This is what they wanted, but you might have called judgment down on them. I feel like these were two warlocks trying to confuse you. like, like ninja what? Nuh-uh. Yeah, because you know about your Ten of Pentacles and your magician energy. I can't make it up. They was trying to confuse you. They was trying to have you be in some sort of self-doubt about who you were. You had two little two masculine warlocks working against you. And one was in the reverse, real immature too. Hadn't quite grown up. Okay. But yeah, you've grown up. You stepped into your divinity. You have divine love, harmony, and a blissful relationship, and you are in alignment with the Most High God, your ancestors, angels, and spiritual team. You will have inner peace and happiness, and this is a portion of your dream that has been fulfilled. Yeah, you also have the ability to manifest pretty much anything that you want by just taking action through creating things. You could be entrepreneur energy, but you're a master manifester, and you don't have to do no witchcraft to do it. That's another thing. They wanted you to doubt your own strength. They wanted you to have some sort of negative thought, either about yourself or, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want you to realize just how much support you had. But this Six of Pentacles out here, yeah, they didn't want you to realize how much support you had, family. You could have had support from energies that you know were younger, okay? You may have tapped into your inner child when it came to the creative opportunities here. Very intuitive messages that you could have been receiving coming from your inner child, but I feel like your inner child supported you here in some sort of way. This could just, you know, when you're a child, you dream big. And I feel like your inner child has something to do with this. Like, you know, you were manifesting things in your life that you didn't really need nor want because you didn't really know who they were, okay? But then when you started realizing, Empress, I can't make it up. When you started realizing who you were dealing with, you started changing what you were asking for around. It was like, yeah, you manifested these kind of masculine energies, jobs, people, right? Because you just wanted, but you didn't put that extra on it. You didn't like, you manifested jobs, you manifested relationships, but you never did break it down as to you want what kind of relationship. You can always have a relationship, but what kind? You were dealing with a bunch of relationships that were coming with Ten of Swords, offering you the bare minimum, always trying to make it be a balancing act between some things. Really dealing with two kings, one a King of Cups in the reverse and a King of Pentacles in the upright. King of Cups in the reverse is scorpionic energy. I'm picking up scorpionic energy as well as Aquarius and Pisces energy, but then out here the King of Pentacles in the upright, which is Virgo energy, Leo, and Capricorn energy. And I feel like a lot of people with this Knight of Wands and this Empress, like a lot of people were energy harvesting off of you, off of your abundant nature, off of your development, off of your accomplishments, off of how you grew and evolved. They were surviving off of your energy, and you're youthful as well. You could be a youthful energy. Look, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Blessings here, okay, behind good deeds, seeds that were planted. Many life cycles where your destiny was a turning point, bringing in change. This is like, you've been here before, you've done this before, you've had to recalibrate and reconnect and rebalance things before. I can't make it up. As a Nine of Pentacles energy, that's how you've been. You've been riding through these galactic realms, the metaverse. I'm telling you, and you've been coming in constantly. Look, every time you returned in Five of Pentacles Chariot energy. This is basically, starting from the bottom and constantly moving forward, bringing yourself out of some sort of struggle. That is who you have been, and now you are to the point where you do not have to repeat this cycle. Like, this cycle has ended. You don't have to repeat this cycle anymore. You are definitely Nine of Pentacles energy. That's somebody that is, self-made energy, family. That's an energy that's self-made. That's an energy that, has worked hard for everything they have. Okay? This is somebody that has put in the work when it came to growth. Yep, and at the bottom of the deck, we have out here ambitious. You've been ambitious your entire life. With this Knight of Swords, very young, vital energy. Very young, vital energy here. Fast thinking, okay? Fast thinking, standing on business, defending your truth. All right, family. So that is the message. Okay, I'm gonna leave that message here. Take it how it resonates, and only if it resonates, right? You know what's going on in your life. So if this is not resonating with your life, then let it ride. All right. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tapping in. I love you. The divine loves you. Let's close out. I call my power back. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted and grounded in my truth. I am whole. I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, family. All right. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.